show is Unbreaded Podcast. This the Unbreaded Podcast. Yeah, the Unbreaded Podcast. Unbreaded Podcast. The Unbreaded Podcast. It's the Unbreaded Podcast. Yeah, the Unbreaded Podcast. The Unbreaded Podcast. Yeah, the Unbreaded Podcast. The Unbreaded Podcast. The Unbreaded Podcast. Unbreaded Podcast. The Unbreaded Podcast. It's the Unbreaded Podcast. The Unbreaded Podcast. The Unbreaded Podcast. Yeah, the Unbreaded Podcast. 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 It's the Unbreaded Podcast. The Unbreaded Podcast. It's the Unbreaded Podcast. It's the Unbreaded Podcast. Unbreaded Podcast. Unbreaded Podcast. The Unbreaded Podcast. Unbreaded Podcast. The Unbreaded Podcast. Unbreaded Podcast. The Unbreaded Podcast. 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 Unbreaded Podcast.